I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, but as someone who used to have them, I understand the appeal. There's something about starting fresh that motivates us. But why are we still falling behind on our goals? In this video, I will discuss 9 ways to break this cycle. Why 9? Well, I couldn't find a 10th. We've all heard that we need to have SMART goals. They need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. We won't talk about this concept as it's not our focus today, but there's more information on it in the description box below if you wish to learn more. You have 365 days, sometimes 366, in a year. This means that you have just as many opportunities to reinvent yourself. Why wait a whole year to do it? Once you have a clear objective, set a start date closer to today. Before you all start throwing rocks at me, I do understand that there may be external factors that are outside of your control. And this brings me to my next point. Establish a solid foundation. We can break this step down into 3 categories. Let's say you want to start learning to code next month. What do you need to do to make that happen? First, you may have to rearrange your responsibilities in order to fit this new goal into your schedule. Do you need to wake up earlier or take time away from another activity? You need to prioritize. Second, be honest about your natural abilities. Do you have the discipline to go at it alone, or do you need to take classes? Third, find the appropriate starting point. If you already know the fundamentals, focus on increasing your skills rather than starting from scratch. Now that we have a solid foundation, the third factor is to not invest too much upfront. Whether it's time or money, the honeymoon phase can affect both. We'll use a different example for this one. Let's say you want to start exercising. You go on a shopping spree for workout clothes and equipment. The first week, you exercise every day. You feel motivated and you're on top of the world. I'm sure you have a pair of sneakers lying around that you could use, but no, you wanted the best of the best. If you haven't exercised in a while, following a heavy training routine in the beginning will overwhelm you, and over time, you're sure to give up. A better approach would be to start slowly and reward yourself with new gear after you reach specific milestones. Speaking of milestones, make sure to celebrate the small wins. Don't focus entirely on the finish line. It's important to enjoy the process as much as the destination. You started from 0, but 2 months later, you can clearly see your improvements. That's a great accomplishment. Pat yourself on the back. Even if you don't notice your progress, don't give up too soon. Just because you're not an expert after 10 tries doesn't mean you will never succeed. Of course, there needs to be a balance. But before you throw in the towel, just remember that you came into this world as a blank page. You had to learn how to walk, communicate, and understand the world around you. What if you gave up then? What you should do is take notes. Documenting your journey can provide valuable insight so you know what works and what doesn't. As you start getting more comfortable, remember to be flexible. You can even skip a day if you have to. Just don't make it a habit and you'll be fine. Next, your goals should not be an afterthought. If more people approach their goals as they did their finances and vice versa, they would be rich in knowledge and money. Some of the most successful investors set it and forget it. And unfortunately, we adopt the same practice with our goals. As I've stated in one of my recent videos, which you can check out here, you need to be obsessed with your goals and have constant reminders of what you're working on. On the contrary, leave your investments alone. Lastly, use a calendar. I started the new year with 9 goals. Yes, 9 goals. I didn't realize how unrealistic that was until I started scheduling them in my calendar. You should include everything that you need to do, even basic things like grocery shopping. It can be very time consuming. Allocating the appropriate amount of time for your responsibilities will not only give you an idea of exactly what you're giving up if you decide to do something else, but it will also allow you more mental and physical freedom. You won't have to feel so guilty about taking a break from time to time. I hope you learned something new today. If, like me, one of your goals this year is to learn how to code and you're not sure how to get started, click here to watch my other video on how you can choose the best coding program for your success. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Until next time.